episode of the car project. We're going to be working on this 1999 Subaru Outback. First thing that we're going to be doing to the Outback is changing the wiper blades and readjusting them. The thing that we're going to be doing to the window wipers is readjusting them. So to do that, what you want to do is take off the rubber cap, which goes over the nut, and once you've done that, untighten the nut which holds them on, and do that to both of them. The next thing to do on it is move them up to the height that you want them to be, and I think I like that height right there. So what I'm going to do is re-put on the nuts which hold the window wipers on, and then tighten them back up. And once I've tightened them back up, that is your window wipers readjusted. So now we're going to be changing the wiper blades on the car. So to do that, you want to pull off your old wiper blade, get your new ones, pull that out, and what I'm going to do is just put them next to each other, and once you got the right length, so what you want to do with the new wiper blades, where you want to cut, there's a little rivet in where this metal is, and what you do is you just put your finger where it is and bend it up and down, and that should come off that piece of metal there. And then what you do is at the end of that piece of metal, you just cut it with this, and then you've got your new wiper blades to put on. Thing on your new wiper blades is easy. It's just like taking them off. What you want to do is make sure that this end part is on the right end, and just feed them back through all the little clamp things, and then your window wipers are ready to go. Now what we're going to be doing is we're going to be changing the air filter in the car. So to do that, we've got these nuts 10 mils. So what we're going to do is just undo this. Once we've undone both of these, we need to undo the screw and the clips, and then we'll have access to the air filter. Now I've also got to undo this screw right here, which connects up to the manifold, and then undo these clips right here. One, and also undo this hose right here, and then it is ready to come apart. Now once you've got your air filter box out, got your old air filter, as you can see it's got some stains on it and stuff, and now we're going to get out our new air filter. It looks like this, and we're going to install it into the car. Now, so all you got to do is put your new air filter in, and that goes back in there like that, and then you put all your stuff back together. So now we're going to be taking the oil out of the car. So what you need to do is find the sump and undo your sump like so, and then undo the last bit by hand. Like that, and your oil will come out. That. And the tip is to have your car warm when you empty out your oil, because it just comes out a lot easier. The next thing to do is taking off your oil filters, and you need one of these tools to take it off. So what you do is you just hook it up on there, get it to the right size, and once you get it right done, you take it off. Probably good to have a rag handy as well. And then you just put it onto this little hook right here to drain out the rest of the oil out of it. Sump plug washer, just you can reuse these. You don't have to buy new ones, but just make sure they're not damaged because they are made out of aluminium. Now with your sump plug, when you're putting it back in, it doesn't need to be tightened really tight. It needs to be firm, but don't over tighten them. Alright, with your new oil filters, it's always good to at least half fill it up before you put it into the car.
And just rub a little bit of oil around that oil seal.
And then
help lube it up quite neat.
Yeah. All you need to do is put it back up into the place where you got the last one out and do it up finger tight. Your oil filters generally come with this thing, so just make sure you fill this out so you know when to service it next or when it was last serviced. Now the last part of the oil change is putting your oil back into your car, and always double check that you've put the sump plug back in. So once you've put your oil back in, run the car for 1 minute and see if it's got oil pressure, make sure it's got oil pressure. And then after you've done that, come out to your oil thing, and doesn't matter what it's on the first one, just wipe it away like that, and then go back in. And this is the one that it says, and it's exactly on full, and we use 4.5 litres of oil.